Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva.
Now, I am going to explain when a projectile fired at an angle theta with a horizontal. So, let us consider a body is projected with the initial velocity u making an angle theta with a horizontal. This velocity u has two rectangular components. So, the horizontal component u cos theta. So this is the horizontal component u cos theta which remains constant throughout the motion. And the vertical component u sin theta. So this is the horizontal component which remains constant throughout the motion. And this is the vertical component u sin theta which changes with time under the effect of gravity. Actually, this component which first decreases and it becomes 0 at the highest point A, and after which it again increases till the projectile hits the ground. So what are the two components here, children? One is u cos theta and another one is u sin theta. This component u cos theta which remains constant throughout the motion, but this vertical component u sin theta which changes with time. Okay. Under the combined effect of these two components, the body follows the parabolic path, that is O, A, B. Now let us see equation of trajectory of a projectile. Okay, so the first thing we are going to discuss here is equation of trajectory of a projectile. So now let us consider when the body reaches this point P after time T. What is the horizontal distance covered by the body in time T? The horizontal distance covered by the body in time T, which is nothing but x. So x is equal to, normally distance can be calculated by using the formula, that is velocity into time. So here horizontal velocity into time. So x is equal to, what is horizontal velocity? U cos theta into time t. So the time t is equal to x divided by u cos theta. Then for vertical motion, what is u? U is equal to u sin theta and a is equal to, that is acceleration due to gravity, is equal to minus g. So the vertical distance covered in time t is given by vertical distance covered by the body in time t is given by S is equal to ut plus half at square. So here we can write that S is taken as y. What is u? We know that for vertical motion u is u sin theta minus half into g t square. U sin theta into t here. Okay. So we are going to substitute the value of t as x divided by u cos theta in this equation. So what will you get now? Y is equal to u sin theta into what is t? X divided by u cos theta minus half g into x divided by u cos theta the whole square. So this u and u get cancelled. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. So y is equal to x tan theta minus half gx square divided by u square cos square theta. Actually, here we are going to consider this tan theta as p, and similarly gx square, sorry, g u square, g divided by 2 u square cos square theta will be taken as p. Okay. So we are going to write it as y is equal to px minus qx square, that is q will be taken as q is equal to g divided by 2u square cos square theta. Okay. So you will get this form then. Tan theta will be taken as p here. So q is equal to g divided by 2u square cos square theta. So y is equal to px minus qx square, and we can say that p and q are constants. Okay. So p and q are constants. These two are constants. So since y is the quadratic function of x, the trajectory of a projectile is a parabola. So we are proving that this path is a parabolic path. Okay. So the trajectory of a projectile is a parabola. Okay. To find the expression for time of maximum height. Time of maximum height. This time of maximum height is represented by Tm, and this maximum height is represented by Hm. So at the highest point, Vertical component of velocity is equal to 0. Now let us take first equation of motion. B is equal to u plus at. Therefore we can write 0 is equal to u sin theta minus gtm, time of maximum height. So what is time of maximum height? U sin theta divided by g. So again, this is the most important formula while solving the problems. Next, let us calculate what is time of flight. Time of flight. Actually, what is this time of flight? It is a time taken by the projectile from the instant it is projected, that is from the point O, till it reaches a point in the horizontal plane of its projection, that is this point B. So what is the time taken by the projectile from the point O till it reaches this point B? So we know the path of the projectile is from O to A, again from A to B. Already we calculated what is the time to reach this point A. Now we are going to calculate the total time. Okay, so which is nothing but our time of flight. So again this time of flight, which is represented by TF, time of flight. So in order to calculate this time of flight, once again we are going to consider net vertical displacement covered. Net vertical displacement covered during the time of flight is equal to 0. Now let us consider second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square half at square, and again 0, because net vertical displacement is 0 here. 0 is equal to u sin theta. This t will become tf, that is time of flight, minus half g tf square. So can we write u sin theta into tf is equal to half g tf square. So one tf and tf get cancelled. So what will you get? Time of flight is equal to 2u sin theta divided by g. So now let us compare these two formulas, children. What is the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height u sin theta by g? But what is time of flight 2u sin theta divided by g? So can we write time of flight is equal to 2tm? Yes. So this is very important. So we calculated what is time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height, and also we calculated what is the expression to find time of flight. Now next, let us find what is the expression for maximum height of a projectile and horizontal range. maximum height of a projectile. Maximum height of a projectile. So what is this maximum height of your projectile, children? It is the maximum vertical distance attained by the projectile above the horizontal plane of projection, and it is represented by the letter HM, that is H max, maximum height. So in order to calculate this, once again we are going to consider at the highest point A vertical component of velocity is equal to 0, and here we are going to assume third equation of motion, v square minus u square is equal to 2as 0 minus this u is u sine theta, the whole square is equal to 2 into minus g into h max, that is hm. Okay, so what will you get here? Minus u square sine square theta is equal to minus 2ghm. Negative sign get cancelled. So you will get h max is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. So this is the expression for maximum height of a projectile. Okay, u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Now let us calculate horizontal range. So this is the maximum height of a projectile. Next is horizontal range. This horizontal range is represented by R. What is this horizontal range? This is nothing but the horizontal distance traveled by the projectile during its time of flight. Okay, so again it is very easy to calculate this expression. Range is nothing but distance. So horizontal range R is equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. So what is horizontal velocity? U cos theta into what is time of flight? 2u sin theta divided by g. Hope all of you remember this formula we calculated now. So you will get u into u will become u square. Then what do you have? 2 sin theta cos theta divided by g. Actually this term 2 sin theta cos theta will be written as this can be written as R is equal to u square sin 2 theta divided by g. Okay. So this is also very important. R is equal to u square sin 2 theta divided by g, because this term will become 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta. So far we completed time of maximum height, then time of flight, then we completed maximum height of a projectile and horizontal range. And now, what is the condition for the maximum horizontal range? Okay, and again this is very important, children. Condition for maximum horizontal range. It is very simple to calculate this condition. So, condition for the maximum horizontal range. So actually we know that R is equal to U square sine 2 theta divided by G, right? So we know that R will be maximum when R will be maximum when sine 2 theta is equal to 1 or this is equal to sine 90. So which means 2 theta is equal to 90, or you can say that theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay. So thus the horizontal range of the projectile is maximum when it is projected at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. So the maximum horizontal range is given by maximum horizontal range is given by Rm, that is maximum horizontal range, is equal to U square sine 90 divided by G, or you can write that U square divided by G. So this formula, maximum horizontal range, is equal to U square divided by G. So this is the condition for the maximum horizontal range. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, students.